Hi friends, it's Lisa. Welcome back. Today we're creating these super cute baby cards. No, congratulations on having or about to have a little baby. So I had this really fun idea for a card and it didn't go so well. So I adjusted and ended up with these super cute cards. So the first thing I'm doing is stamping down in some amalgam ink this little bear with the little cub on top on some Centura Pearl cardstock because I like the shimmer, a little shine. Then I'm also stamping these little elephants, and it's from the same stamp set. I want to say Avery L, but I could be wrong on that point. So just any little critters will work where it looks like it's a little mom and a little baby. Oh, so adorable. Anyway, I held those down for a little bit to make sure that the color transferred. Once that color was dry, I took some Copic markers and I'm going to color it in. So this first part where I'm coloring in the head of the mama bear, I'm going to go at regular speed. This is how fast I color. It's kind of slow, I know. But I wanted to show you that most of the Copic coloring you see on the internet is sped up 2 to 8 times as fast as it actually happens. I also wanted to show how I blended these really diverse colors. So I started with that kind of peachy color and now moving into blue. These colors are not even analogous on the color wheel. They are quite a ways away. But I really wanted this bear to look kind of cosmic-y and like those northern lights. It was kind of the idea that I had. So I picked these 3 colors and I start by coloring the lightest color. Then I go over top with the flicking motions with that blue, and then I'm coming back in with that lightest color, and I'm going all the way over. You can see that that dulls down that blue a little bit, but don't worry about that. We're just trying to get that blue dulled down at the edges. We're coming in with the darkest color now, and this is a purple. This is more analogous to that blue, so we won't have as hard a time coloring. I decided to put a little bit at that snout, and it was a great idea. Really added a lot of dimension. So here we are. We're going to come back then in with that blue, and we're going to go over all the purple. So we're trying to blend that blue up to where it starts blending in with that lightest color. So here you can see I'm just going over, adding it, blending those 2 colors together, and then I'm going to come back with that lightest color. Oh, how exciting. And instead of going over the whole thing again, I'm blending from the highlights down, and I'm flicking down into that blue just to reiterate that blending at the edge of the blue and the peachy color. Then we're coming in with the back in with the purple just to make sure we got some of that purple really showing through. Then I'm doing the same thing with the rest of that bear. So cute, so adorable. It just turned out great. This is at like 8 or 20 times the speed. So you can see it takes a while to color, but sometimes the results are just too cute. Next, I colored that little baby bear in slightly different colors. So here are all the colors I used. If you want to pause And then these are the colors I'm going to use on the little elephant. I think I should have been a little bit more adventurous with the elephant. I don't think the colors turned out quite as cute. Also, this B34, I need to re-ink because it was not juicy enough. I really need to re-ink that one. Anyway, so I'm coming in with the medium color and some highlights, coming in with that darkest color, adding that in. And don't be afraid of the dark color. You need some dark, you need some light, and you need some mid-tone. And the more darkness you have, the more those highlights really just shine. So don't be afraid of the dark. I could have gone even darker with that mama elephant. I really should have. Next, I'm going in with the little baby. It looks like it's tossed in the air. How adorable is that? Oh, so cute. Now, I felt like the black lines kind of faded in to the background. So I'm going through and redrawing those in with my pen. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So cute. You can see how much it really comes to life when you redraw in those lines. I forget who does that, but somebody on YouTube does that, and so I tried it, and especially with this one, it really turned out great. I ended up fussy cutting those out because I did this whole long other thing to the background, and it turned out hideous, so I decided to come back in and fussy cut those out and do something different. So I'm going to pixie spray the back of some stencils, and then I'm going to color through them with some markers. These are metallic markers from Crafter's Companion, and they're going to turn out great. I just took the bullet end and I'm coloring around. This I'm also doing at regular speed because I wanted you to see how long things take. So, I will speed it up in just a minute. But I went around the edge of the stencil with the blue, and then I'm coming in with the green to give it some more dimension, more fun. I'm making it look kind of spirally there in the center, and then I'll come back with the blue and add some more blue around that green, so that you get kind of a blend of colors. You get a lot of fun, get a lot of excitement. That's what life's all about, right? I just had so much fun with these cards. I had no idea what I was doing the whole time. I had this great plan, and they were going to look so pretty, and it had absolutely nothing to do with what ended up happening. So, I guess what I'd say there is sometimes things don't work out. Just salvage what you can, and that's what I did. I cut that little there out, and now I'm making an even better card than I had imagined. So, we're going to keep coloring around. I'm adding some more blue. Then I'll color in the center with some green. Make sure to add a little extra blue, just to keep things lively and fun. I go through and do this for both galaxies, and then I draw in those little tiny stars as able with some other colors. So adorable, so much fun, and it takes a while. Fun fact, this is actually how stencils were meant to be used. I know a lot of times we paint and ink through them, but originally they were meant so you could easily draw through with a pencil and then take the stencil off and fix it and add to it. That's how stencils were meant to be used. But instead, we crafters are so ingenious, came up with new uses for them. How fun. Next, I've sped this up a lot faster so we can get through this big one real quick. I ended up using 3 colors for this one because there were some bigger spaces and I want to make sure that kept it lively and interesting. So I'm using that green, but it will be the very center color, the color that doesn't get used as much. Then a bronze for the outside and a gold for the middle. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. Next, I'm just going in and adding some more colors. I put a little bit too much pixie spray, so a little bit of that black paper pulled up, but I just will die cut around that. And it was only on the edge, so you don't even see it. Next, I'm coloring in this flower stencil, and it's from a 3D layering stencil set from Crafter's Companion that I really liked. And I picked this middle stencil because it gave you the whole look of a flower without having to do the whole layering stencil. Next, I decided this really pretty moon die, and this one's from Tonic Studios, would go perfectly with these cards. So I die cut 2 of them out. I really should have thought of this before and put it through my Xyron sticker maker before die cutting it. That would have been the really smart thing to do, but I didn't. So if you're watching this, do that first and then die cut it, because it'll just make your life a whole lot easier. So, oh, so cute. Isn't that looking so cute? It looks so spacey. You got a space bear. Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. Space talk. Then I have decided to just die cut these out very simply. So I'm starting with this outside edge for this one, and that's all I'm going to do. And then for the other one, because it's a little bit more simple, I decided to cut both the outside and the inside out. But all I'm doing is then I'm going to color around that inside deckled edge with some gold metallic marker. And you'll see that in just a second. Here, I'm just showing you I die cut these little things out because my original plan was not looking great. And I do go back in and color around the edges with black just to make it look real nice like. And I use the Jane Davenport black matte pen. So here we're going back in with that gold, and I just did around the very edge at first, and then I decided I needed a little bit more gold. So where that die pressed in, there's a little line around the edge, and I'm just using that as a guide and coloring from that line out to the edge just to give it a little bit of gold. This is a great way to add kind of an inside border, but keeping the whole card. So it's real simple, but a great little kind of cheat to card making. So definitely try it sometime. You could do it on anything. I do it in another video here pretty soon. I took this picture. I thought it was so fun. Doesn't show you anything, but I thought the picture was cool, so I included it. Here we go. I'm adding this background to some gold cardstock, and this is that same stuff we used a minute ago. I'm totally blanking on the name, but it's the kind of shimmery paper, but it's gold instead of the white, which we used at the very beginning. So on the inside, I took this stamp set that I got from Crafter's Companion, and it has a lot of really cool inside sentiments. One of the stamp sets is all about babies, and so I picked one, A Bundle of Joy to Call Your Own, little hands and feet that are just so sweet, toothless giggles, lots of wiggles, a gift from above to cherish and love. Oh, so cute. So I put that on the inside of both of them. I will let that dry for a few minutes because that cardstock is slick. The Centura Pearl, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about it. It's the Centura Pearl cardstock. Now I had a little bit of this center pearl in that same color left over from another project, so I just stamped these outside sentiments that I'm going to use on that center pearl. Then I'm just going to use my guillotine and make those into strips. Here we go. I did heat dry both these two black stamps just to make sure that I didn't smudge them everywhere, as I have been known to do. Next, I am just planning out my card before I glue it. It's always a helpful hint, because sometimes you don't do that, and those are the times when you have lots of issues. You're like, oh no, I did this wrong. So since I did not add adhesive to this before I die cut, I'm having to go back with some liquid adhesive. And since there's so much going on with this card and I added a lot of liquid adhesive, you don't really see it on the back of this die cut, even though it is vellum. But I glued about half of it, and then I'll pull the other half up and finish gluing that down. Then I'm going to glue this strip with the outside sentiment down, and finally I'll stick down the little bear and the little baby bear. Oh, so cute. These turned out so cute. I just love these cards. They were so adorable. I need to actually give them to the people who they're going to, which is my brother and his wife, who are expecting a little baby. Oh, I'm so excited to have a little nephew. And then the other one is for a lady at my church. She just had her baby, who is so cute. She's such a little doll baby. She looks like half-baked dough. I love when they're at that stage, like only a week or two old, and they look not fully baked yet. So cute. Anyway, I need to actually give these cards out. But I had so much fun making them, and I thought they turned out so adorable. Not your typical everyday pastel colors, but still so fun. Look at that. Such happy little cards. Look like outer space animals. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video and got inspired to make something, even if it's not what I made. If you did, let me know. I absolutely love learning about that, and tag me in your Instagram post because I'd love to see. I hope that you guys have an amazing, wonderful, crafty day. I'm going to put some other videos you might be interested in. If you haven't subscribed, definitely go ahead and do that. You can also hit the bell icon so you won't miss anything. I have some cool stuff coming up. I think that's it. Probably forgot a million things, but I'm so glad to spend this time with you today. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.